Welcome back, folks. It's the same day as I caught my plopper fish. Uh, couldn't catch anything else that morning, so we went home. It's the same day, so we're back out in the evening on my favorite panfish lake. And we got one crappie so far and a bluegill. A couple bluegill. Oh, there's something. So, we're back in action. Be a bluegill? Feels like a bluegill, but he's fighting pretty good. Might be a decent one. Got a decent crappie. It was 11 and 3/4, I believe. They were up shallow, schooling together, chasing minnows, I think. They were right below the surface. Yeah, this is another decent bluegill. Yeah, he's not bad. He was hungry. Well, he ate that that goat minnow and that jig head. Alright, let me get my snip nippers. There we go. Decent little bluegill. Get him a chunk back in. Oh, he's back up. Yeah, I'm just casting up towards the shallow stuff and letting it fall down and seeing what bites it. Must have been around my rod tip a little bit. So I only caught that one crappie so far. They're not in the cattail and the lily pads anymore. Wow, that was instant. They are oh darn it, they're out in front of the lily pads and they're chasing bait, I think. The wind's picking up a little bit, of course. All day was calm and get out in the water and then it picks up. Of course, it blows us into the fish. Yeah. It was calm as all get out all day. I get back out here and right back into the wind in my face, pushing me around, trying to be the boss of me. Me right up onto where I was catching fish too. Thanks, wind. Thanks for screwing me over again. There was a bite, but I was sleeping on the job. Trying to keep it up a little bit below the surface, and maybe I can get another crappie. They were right in this area. There's a little wolf pack of them cruising together. Never seen them doing that before, but I'm sure it's not the first time for them. I've only actually targeted crappie for the last few years. Never really targeted them before. Specks. In Michigan, we call them specks. The black crappie, they call them specks. It's still a black crappie or crappie, whatever you want to call it. Specks. Let's go catch some specks. Sexy specks? There's a log back there, but I don't think there's anything on it. There's a bunch of baitfish chasing my gulp. Look like baby bass or something, probably. Or bluegill. This is where I caught that crappie a minute ago, so maybe there's still in the area. Bunch of little fish. One, yeah, they're little bluegill, little teeny 2-3 inch long bluegill. Pretty hard to see, the sun's right in my face, so difficult to see into the water. I didn't see those crappie till they were right on top of me. I think they followed my bait in and got close to the kayak, and they all spun out and went the other direction real fast, so I cast it in front of them and was lucky enough to get one. I could probably stand up and try to see a little better, but I might just do that. Oh, yeah. As long as we don't fall in the drink. Can't see a whole lot more. See a lot of weeds. It ain't gonna work because now the wind's gonna blow us out. I should have my Ultralight BFS rod with. I got a couple little micro crankbaits, a couple Euro tackle ones, little Z cranker or whatever they like to call it, and then I got one of their little jerk baits. A little perch. It looks like they're following it up. Something bit it, but it wasn't big. Crappie hit it and they just wham it. It's all over but the drag squealing. Coming at me. I reckon the wind's gonna come at me too. Kingfishers are hitting top water. There he goes with his fish. gonna catch one fish and that's about it. We'll see. Hopefully I can get some more. I hate to post a video with only 1 or 2 little fish in it. But I did this morning, so that'll be out tomorrow, which is Monday. Oh, there's one. Oh, hello. Drag appealing. I don't know if it's a crappie or a bass. Or a pike. It might be a pike. Probably a bass, but he's in the weeds. I can feel him. Trying to get him out, but chase him down if I have to. I just saw a flash of him, but I don't know what. It must be a pike. I'm not sure. Oh, I think it's a bass. Oh, I think it's a crappie, actually. It's a fish. That's for sure. It's not a turtle or nothing like that crazy. Oh, he's a lot of bit of a fighter. Whew, mercy. I love it. Oh, that's a giant bluegill. Oh my goodness. That is a giant bluegill. Oh, mercy. Holy Hannah Montana. That is a chungus among us bluegill. Wow. Oh my goodness. He was barely hooked. Oh my goodness, folks. Look at the size of it. I gotta get him on the board. I'm gonna give him some drinkage. Get my camera ready so I can take a picture of this fella. Wow, he is a hammer. He's only 10 a quarter. I need to get that I need to get a pic with him, and then I'm gonna take a screenshot with that guy. Wow, I was not expecting a hammer like that. Whew. There's a handsome dog there. Okay. Wonder where the lighter went. There it is. The line burner. What? Are you coughing? You okay back there, my little puppy? I got the fan on her, my little Milwaukee fan. That way she don't overheat. She don't like the hotness. He was off the end of that log. Boy, I was not expecting that. I was expecting another crappie or a bass. Maybe a small hammer-handled pike or something. Not expecting 10 and a quarter, 10.5 inch bluegill. He was 10 and a quarter. So, yeah. Chungus was among us. Them definitely go back in the water for me every time I catch them. They're over 9, they go back. Oh, my gulp fell off. Son of a biscuit. Biscuits and gravy. I know I'm around that rod tip somewhere. Little dinker took off running with it up there. Little dinker's got it this time. Oh, he spit her again. Oh, that was a hammer of a bluegill. I got my biggest one out here. My PB out here is 11 inches. That is on a bump board with a picture. I got that. My picture somewhere. But that's a couple years ago. Early spring. He was cruising the shallows and I kept watching him go by and I finally got him to bite. He bit. Mercy, mercy. That was a fun fish. I'm hoping he's still kicking in here somewhere, man. There's fish starting to pop on the surface all over now. There's activity underneath the edges of the lily pads. Look what happened there. What happened there? Something must be a smaller bluegill or something. Not here. He's fighting pretty good. Little bluegill. Decent bluegill. Oh yeah. Good enough for me. They fight so good. Pretty little fella. Thanks for playing. Oh, there's some surface activity going on up here. I don't know if it's crappie chasing bait, or if it's bass, or just the bait. Nothing at the moment. Stopped a little too soon. Hook sets are free. And they tore my gulp. You little stinkers. They're feisty. Come here, you. Get on there. They're not biting hard, but they're inhaling it. You can't feel the bite, but you just got to keep an eye on your line. Your line will start swimming one way or the other. I seen something swipe at it. I don't know what it was, but probably a little bluegill or something, perhaps. I'm not sure. Something swiped at it as I was twitching it. Something's swiping at it down there. Probably a small bluegill, I'm assuming. Oh, here's a pack of. Oh, here's about, I don't know, 15 or 20 little bait fish just beating the snot out of it. Let's just beat up on this minnow. I see a bobber. A little red and white bobber over here. It'll be the second one I found out here this year. I found one earlier this year with some line and a hook attached to it with a bluegill on it that I think somebody was using for pike bait. There's another bobber over here. I'll go grab it here in a second. The wind's blowing us towards that way anyway, but it's going to spin us around because the umbrella in the back blocking the wind for blocking the sun for the dog likes to catch the wind pretty good, but you know, gotta take care of my dog. There was a school of bait fish right there. I just busted out. Plus there was something by that lily pad. A little group of lily pads. See if we can grab this little bobber. Not that far into the pads. I'm not sure why they couldn't retrieve it when they did it off. Unless a fish had it underwater when it broke off or something. there's some line on it. Hold on here, boat. Oh, there is another pike rig. That is a big worm fishing bobber. Big worm! And a steel leader and a hook, just like the last time I found this type of thing. So the last one had a bluegill on it, so. Huh. Crazy. I want to keep going this way, so come on, boat, turn. There's a small bass cruising the really shallow shallows. I seen him. There's probably a boatload of bait fish up there he's chasing around or something. Little bluegill or some minnows. Still have that whopper plopper and you're tired on it. It's got this, my bobber rod, and the rod I was catching. Well, I caught them 2 fish on when I was throwing the plopper on this morning. I got that. So I ain't gonna stay out here too long because the mosquitoes, they eat us alive at the boat ramp. I'm gonna turn on my thermostat before we go in, so it'll be hot and heated up and help to repel mosquitoes from us when we get to the ramp. And get the truck loaded, get the kayak loaded up into the truck. I might throw that plopper here a few times before we go in. I just had to catch me some ultralight fish, bluegill or crappie, and I caught a pretty good sized crappie and a really good sized bluegill, so which makes me feel good. I've caught a couple at 10 inches. That is a master angler here in Michigan, so I could turn that in for a master angler award, which that one I probably will get a patch or whatever. I don't know what all you get. I never put in for one. Something's hitting out there with deep water on the surface. I'm assuming that's a bass. Makes you want to throw that plopper. Ain't no fish down in this part of the lake, evidently. Oh, I'm kidding, I'm sure there are. There's one biting, just a little guy. Had the Mac 10 bite. Machine gun. The machine gun. Not a shotgun. A machine gun. Buy yourself a shotgun. Go get a shotgun. You alright, Allie Bally? Too much. Yeah, something about drinking water too fast. Too much too fast. Always makes her choke. You're getting little machine gun bites, but nothing of any substantial size. course, I don't remember how deep I was when I big bluegill bit, so I don't think I was all that deep. But it is what it is. I just want to cover a little bit of water, see if I can find some more fish, and maybe throw that plopper a couple times. See if I can't catch a plopper fish on the way out of here. The sun's still up in the air pretty good. It's 7:30, so. Oh, it's going behind the tree. Oh, yeah, that shade feels good. Oh, there we go. I gotta go back to my screen. I usually run the down scan and the side scan for the most part. Once I'm navigating to a spot, then I'll run the map and one of them. Sometimes I just run the 2D with the. Sometimes you can see the fish better on the 2D than you can the down scan. At least the arches that are supposed to be fish. Getting machine gun bites up there, but nothing conclusive. Alright, let's cover a little bit of ground here. Never had a whole lot of luck through here, so it doesn't surprise me to not be getting much action through here. Up here to the north end, I've had some fish there. Seen some nice fish up here, nice bluegill in the early spring. This year, as a matter of fact. So yeah, we'll work our way down that way, which ain't very far. Look at little ones tearing it up. Well, it's a decent, it's not feeling fish anyway. Oh, I missed one. He bit as I was twitching and I went to set the hook and he was gone. Oh, pardon moi. Touch of gas. Oh, the sun. Bright light, bright light. There we go. Oh, man. That was a nice fish, too. I don't know if he got the hook or he just had a whole lot of bait, but man, that was a nice fish. I'm not sure if it was a crappie or bluegill, or what it was. I just know it was pulling kind of hard and it felt heavy. He must have got hooked because he ain't gonna want to bite again, I don't think. I'll throw up in there again now. Oh, dang it. Getting some decent bites over here, just can't get the hook into them. Ah! Launched it over my own head that time. Oh man, what was it? They're biting it hard. There we go. Maybe I can keep this one on. He ain't very big though. Back in he goes all by himself. Oh, that feels better. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not a big bluegill, or it's a bass, or I don't know. I can't see because the sun is right in my face. Right in my eyes. I can't see. It's like a bass. Yep, small bass. Tail walking, tail walking. There you go, tail walking for me, buddy. Love it. Little bass guy. Whoop, away he goes. He destroyed. Look up. Would you look at that? Would you look at there? I don't know if I already used the bottom or not on this one. I think I did. Yes, I did. Might get another one on it though. I was hoping that was another big bluegill. I'll take it though. Any fish on the hook? Oh man. Something was up close to the lily pads over there. I'm sure it's probably a bass, which is okay. I'll take that. Oh, something. I think something had it, but I said it was a weed, but I don't think so. I'm thinking something had it and let it go, and I felt a little bit of pressure. I'm surprised I did not up. Fish on. Are they bluegill? Looks like it, feels like it. He's fighting hard. Oh, they fight so hard. Ain't no 10 1/4 inch or 10 1/2 inch or whatever that thing was, but he is a decent one. Pretty little guy. Thanks for playing. Ah, splashed us on his way out the door. 40 minutes here, that's not bad. See some fish working the surface down there. Oh, he came off. I had another one on. I think I'm going to change this gulp. If I can get a hold of it. gotta take some of these hooks and take the thread off them. The gulp goes on a little easier, doesn't tear as easy. Then they really be taking the pulling my pants down. I think they're biting on my line at the surface. These are some deeper lily pads here. Not a whole lot, but a couple feet deeper. There's a lot more water here than that down lake a ways. I don't know if I had a fish or just the grass. Probably just grass. Now I got a lily pad. You know how they like to come off easy. Oh, they got my gulp. A little fricker. A little fricker. Crooked tail gulp this time. See if it makes a difference. There we go. to hook that stupid pad. Stupid lily pad. Marking a school of fish over here on the side imaging. So I don't know how deep they were. They're not coming up on the down imaging, so okay. I guess I'll make a few more casts and turn around, head back towards the ramp. I might throw that plopper again, I'm not sure. I see it's like I say another bobber. Oh man, I had a fish on. Oh man, I had a fish. I do see another bobber. Dang it. Getting bites over there, but I think they're just small ones. That was like an instant bite. That's a bluegill, I think. Yep, little bluegill. He was hungry. 'Cause he was hungry. Yeah, there's another. They must have lost another pike. There's a muskrat. Like, what is that going to the lily pad? It's a muskrat. Ooh. Must be a stockpile of them over here in this corner. Yeah, I gotta fix up some of these jig heads without the string on it. The thread. They got that goat pretty much destroyed already. Crooked tail and all. They don't care. Son of a bitch. I just don't understand how I always snag the rod tip on almost every cast. Every fish. Almost every cast. Crazy. Nice heavy little feller. Oh, right in your face. Let me get my hand out of the light. There you go. These bluegill literally swimming up to the side of the boat right now. Holy, what is that? Something giant. Oh, it was a dogfish. Holy cow, he was big, looking at me like, hey, remember me? I think probably when I caught, he was like, hey, mother, you remember me? I remember one of you putting up a hell of a 6 or 7 minute fight on that video. That was fantastic. I'm surprised I didn't lose that fish. Oh, there's our bluegill down here. There's a little hunk of log sticking up out the bottom. Oh, that dogfish was like peering up right at me under the water. He was angled up at me and everything. He's like, hey, buddy, remember me, man? You wore me out. You kicked my butt. See if we can get this bobber, float, whatever you want to call it, a bigger one. A lot of people out here must be using live bait for pike. It's gonna take a little bit more skill maneuver myself up in there without getting hooked up into the debris. I don't think we're gonna be able to paddle out of it. We have to get the paddle out of it, but we'll just clog up with grass on the prop. Oh, no bobber or no line on that one, just the float. Maybe we can get out of here. I'm gonna grab the paddle. Oh, crikey, there's a beer bottle. Where'd I get that? My prop's hanging up on stuff. Oh, excuse me. I hate people sometimes, man. They just... Why you gotta throw your crap in the water? Take it with you. You can bring it in the water, you can take it out with you. Don't leave that crap in my lakes too. Oh, of course, Bud Light drinker. You think pupper skinners? You ready to head back towards the ramp? Fish our way back, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out my thermocell, get that turned on. Where is it? There it is. So when we get back to the ramp, it'll be heated up and working. I think it's going. You can see right in there from the fire. Put that there for now. Sorry. I think I bottomed out into my leg again. Every time I lean forward, the camera mount flops forward. And this chest camera deal here. Alright. Let's work our way back towards the ramp. It is almost 8 o'clock. So, starting to cool off finally. Pretty hot all dang day. Oh, still got pretty good battery life. About half the battery power. Got almost an hour-long video here. Down, 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 down. Frickle, frickle, brown, brown. Brown chicken, brown cow. Frickle, frickle, brown, brown. Aerial plane. Aerial plane. Don't mind my craziness, folks. It's just the way I be. That's just the way I be. A rainbow deck cast in the wind. And that breeze is really picking up. Be a bit of a thermal climb, about 11 feet down in the water. Not getting no bites through here now. We just came through here and got all kinds of bites. I'm not getting nothing. Do 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 do. I don't know if I had a bite or a weed, but I was just getting ready to say the bluegill switch shut right off. crazy. Oh yeah, summer cell's warming up. Something was nibbling. Oh, they got my gulp. Alright, I guess it's time just to cast away to that plopper for a few. Here we go. It's plopper on. Oh, I got my drag too loose, I do. really wanted to go fish that point with this thing today, but we spent too much time catching some bluegill, so. I'll keep using this plopper here. I like the size of it. The color seems to be nice. I like the black loon color. What, puppy? We're headed to the ramp. We're almost back to the boat ramp, puppy dog. I know. Oh, right into the weeds. Or lily pads. Hey, it didn't hang up though. Something happened. We're swimming all funky like. In the hood even. Funky in the hood. There's another bobber. Yeah, we'll go up and get this one too. There it is. Right, let's put this. Okay, let's see. Alright. Let's do this without having to worry about issues. Oh, that's a little warm. That's another one of them big worm fishing bobbers. Smaller one though. They're probably trying to fish the bluegill or crappie out of the lily pad. Hi, Allie Bowie. I hear the Looney Tune. Oh, he's flying overhead. There's 3 of them flying overhead, it looks like. Alright, folks, I think that's gonna put an end to this one. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.